Ali-Gator writes, "Since summer's in full bloom, everyone's trying to get healthy or muscled up for going to the beach." Really? Everyone? The guy behind the camera isn't. He lives on the beach. The problem is that there are like a gazillion bazillion workout plans out there, and since the guy in front of the camera looks pretty fit, maybe you guys can talk about a workout plan that actually works. I know it would help me out a lot. You know, I could tell you, but I already did. You forgot about the New Year's resolution I made for you. But it's okay, you can start in the middle of the year if you want. I mean, as long as you finish by December 31st, 2008, you're in. Mission accomplished. We all have ideas about what fitness really means, and we're usually wrong. I mean, when I say diet, you think what? If you're making a list of foods in your head that you can't eat, you're probably focused on the wrong thing. Diet has a lot more to do with what you do eat than what you don't eat. Here's a video clip of me when we started doing the show. I was thin then, but not nearly as fit. So what happened? I started eating 6 times a day. Yeah, it's backwards, I know. I mean, eating 6 times a day should make you fat, but it doesn't. As long as you're eating the right things. By changing my diet and eating smaller portions more often, I increased my body's metabolism. I'm like fat-burning guy all the time. Back in our New Year's resolution show, I talked about a book called Body for Life by Bill Phillips, and it turns out that the fitness part is just as good as the motivational part. They're both really good. They're not like that crazy guy down at the gym who tells you to get on urine therapy. It's for real. People like ingest it, they inject it. Weird. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. My good buddy Bill talked about diet and exercise in a way that was a breath of fresh air among all the fad diets and get thin quick schemes that are out there. Like urine therapy. Education and motivation is the key. Once you know how your body works, you can work with it instead of working against it. His book outlines a 12-week program of diet and exercise that can produce astounding results. How do I know? Because I did it. I actually started Body for Life on August 8th, 2007, and if you go back and watch the first few months of the show, you can see that there's a change. Not in all the episodes because they're not necessarily filmed in order, but you know, you get the general idea. But if you're lazy and you don't want to go back and watch the earlier shows, and believe me, nobody does because we've seen the statistics, we'll show you some embarrassing before and after photos. Small children and people with eyes sensitive to extreme amounts of burning hot white light from my reflected skin should turn away now. No, I mean it. Here's me before, looking pathetic. And here's me 3 months later. 90 days is a pretty short amount of time to get really chiseled. But with the right motivation and information, it can be done. Now here comes my backside. Turn away. No, I'm serious. Turn away. This is me before, and the next one's a shot I like to call abracadaver. For some bizarre reason, the camera flash picked up and amplified every sinew of every muscle of every bit of my back. Now, if that's not enough to get you to unsubscribe, I don't know what is. Probably blind from the whiteness anyway. But don't let my scary results fool you. You have to work really hard to start looking like a corpse. Most people just end up looking a lot better, and they start to see a real difference between 3 and 6 weeks. I mean, you can do it no matter how old or out of shape you are. Just go grab a copy of the book and give it a try. No, Bill's not paying me to say this. And you know what I'm going to say anyway. Go and grab the book from the local library. Oh, you're cheap like that. I mean, we know. We've seen the statistics. If you're curious about what I did, I wrote up a description and posted it on our site. You hear people say all the time that you owe it to yourself to get in shape. I'm not going to say that. Instead, I'm going to say there's a fantastic amount of freedom in having a healthy body. But the bottom line is being in shape feels really good, and it doesn't take forever to get there. There you go, Ali. Just in time to get you fit and trim for Halloween. I don't know, you could paint yourself up green and go as the Incredible Hulk or something. And you know those pictures are real because, I mean, if they'd been fake, I'd have been tan. Love that farmer's tan.